Hello and welcome. My name is Konrad. I'm one of the founding members and core software developers of the association diva.exchange. At diva.exchange, we're creating free banking and exchange technology available to everyone. Everyone shall be able to run its own bank or to run its own distributed exchange, and that's what we're working on. In this episode, we're taking a very close look at the Hyperledger Iroha blockchain, and to be a bit more concrete, we're taking a look at the Blockchain Explorer. Because as you might know, at Diva, we created on top of the Hyperledger Iroha blockchain peer-to-peer functionality, so that any peer in the network can join a specific blockchain network using the Hyperledger Iroha blockchain. This was very important to us, and we were really missing a blockchain explorer, so that any developer, tester, or regular user can take a look what's going on the blockchain. So at diva.exchange, we created such a blockchain explorer and licensed it under, as all what we do, an HGPL version 3 license, so that it remains free and that it's available to everyone. Now we're going to take a closer look at the architecture first, then we're going to set up the Iroha blockchain explorer. As we do this at diva.exchange, we're taking a look at the Docker images and how to use the Docker containers, then we're taking a look at the user interface. And that's what we're going to do now. Let's take a closer look at the architecture of the diva.exchange blockchain Iroha explorer first, and its universe. Now what we're seeing here is some local host, or any host, which is regularly firewalled, and we see several Docker containers and components in here. At diva.exchange, we love to Dockerize everything, so we try to put everything into Docker containers. First of all, we do have down here some Iroha blockchain nodes, let's call them A, B, and C, and they form a testnet, a local testnet. Additionally, on top there sits a so-called diva.exchange Iroha node proxy, which gives us the possibility to connect via peer-to-peer to other Iroha nodes distributed over the public network. Right, but this is Diva specific, it's very cool, but this is not the topic of this specific session here. Here we're going to take a close look at the diva.exchange Iroha blockchain explorer. This is a Node.js application containing an HTTP server to present the user interface, and internally it's connected over a volume mount and the Postgres link to any of your local Iroha blockchain nodes. Here it's connected to node C, but it can be any of the nodes. It's very important on how to get this code and how to start it, and that's quite simple. Please use diva.exchange/diva-dockerized, and you find this on codeberg.org/diva-dockerized. This is our code repository. This is a Git repository. We also mirror it to GitLab and to GitHub, but please use Codeberg. It's really cool. All right, back to the architectural overview. So what we're interested in this session is to take a close look at the Blockchain Explorer. Now, let's take a close look first at the user interface. The user interface is available publicly to our testnet. So here is the situation of the Genesis block. We do have the Genesis block, and you also see the world state here, which was defined by this Genesis block. So the peers, the domains, and the roles, and the accounts which have been initially defined. And if there would be some assets in the Genesis block, you would see them here. All this code is again available on codeberg.org/diva.exchange. All right, back to the overview. So we took a close look here at the user interface, which is presented over an HTTP server. Since this is a Node.js application, you can hide this user interface, or you can access it through a reverse proxy like Nginx. Okay, now it's time to set up the stuff, because we want to create locally a local testnet and we want to set up the Iroha Explorer on top. Okay, the stuff is really well explained in the README. So if you're going into diva.exchange, Iroha Explorer, there you find quite in-depth information on how to do this, and especially on how to set up the volume mount. But most is encapsulated within the scripts. Just the volume mounts might need some attention depending on your local setup. So back to the Diva Dockerized repository. Now this Diva Dockerized, I cloned it as a regular user here onto my local laptop. And in there, if we're taking a closer look into the bin folder, we'll find the necessary scripts. So currently, if we're taking a look, this is now the root user on my local laptop. If we're taking a look at the stuff which is locally running as Docker containers, then we see there is nothing running. So we're going to start this now with a simple script, and this works like this. Bin start peer-to-peer testnet. Now what this script is doing, it pulls the necessary Docker images from hub.docker.com/divax, and then it starts those Docker containers. And now if we're taking a look what's running, we do see that we have the Iroha node and three Iroha blockchain nodes running. This is exactly the same as we do see now here on the architectural overview. We have this running, and we do have the Iroha node on top running. Strictly speaking, this is not necessary, but we package it because like this you have peer-to-peer connectivity available in case you need it. Now we also need to start the Explorer, the blockchain Explorer itself, and this is also very simple. Sudo bin start Iroha Explorer. Please take a look at those shell scripts. It's all GPL, AGPL version 3 licensed public code, so it's fully transparent and visible on codeberg.org/diva.exchange. All right, now we see we do also have an Iroha Explorer running, which has been connected itself to one of the local Iroha blockchain nodes. Let's take a close look now. By default, that's a default setting within the script. By default, the Blockchain Explorer is running on 127.20.20.20:3920, so on the port 3920 on my local host. And now what we see here is again a completely fresh new install. So we do see here the Genesis block. Okay, we do see here the initial setup again and everything local. So that's what happened by just setting up. Now let's go back to the overview here, the architectural chart, by setting up the local blockchain nodes and an Iroha Explorer on top. And this is all you need, because as soon as you're now going to interact with your blockchain, and we're going to cover this in a special Diva section, where we're going to show how Diva is creating data on the blockchain. As soon as you create data on the blockchain, it's going to be shown here in real time. Okay, that was it. Now that was everything about the installation and usage of the diva.exchange Blockchain Explorer. If you'd like to know more, please visit the website, get in touch with us. You'll find multiple contact channels there, including social media, and the website is located at diva.exchange. We're also very happy if you want to support the mission to create free banking and distributed exchange technology and become a member of the open association diva.exchange. Please do this on our website. We're looking very much forward to welcome you as a member of the association diva.exchange.